Should I get a griddle? Luckily, I got 3 simple questions I think will really help you answer that question and decide if it'll be money well spent or money best spent on something else. Let's go. Question 1. Where are you going to put it at? Sounds kind of simple, right? But like I said, simple questions. And if you're like me, it's easy to get so excited about that new little toy you want, you kind of ride over the logistical side of things.
Now, maybe you're lucky and have tons of space, or just a little space, or hardly any space at all. The good news is griddles have become so popular now that pretty much there's a style that can fit any footprint you can imagine. You got big ones, small ones, folding shelves, collapsible legs, ones that fit on your stovetop. Can't have propane, they got a big electric one. Hybrid ones, I mean, they pretty much got a griddle for any situation you can imagine. So the good news is it's not really a matter of if you have the space for a griddle, it's more of a matter of you actually want the specific griddle that can fit the space you have.
Question 2. What type of food do you like cooking?
So if the thought of becoming a smash burger scientist or hibachi at home, sizzling fajitas on demand, melty cheesesteak, traditional breakfasts, not so traditional breakfasts, appetizers, pretty much if any of that gets your motor running, then you may get some serious mileage out of a flat top. I like to even get creative with mine, use it for chilies, casseroles, desserts. It's pretty darn versatile, especially if you get creative, but it does have its limits. So if your must-have flavors include some smokiness flavor, glowing charcoal, flame-kissed sears of a gas grill, you might be a little bit let down. And unless you're just looking to branch out and expand your cooking portfolio, it might just be cheaper and more reasonable to pay for the occasional hibachi, smash burger at the diner, etc., and just skip that home investment.
Question 3. Are you ready for the commitment?
So posts like these on the marketplace, they probably really wanted that griddle at one point, now they don't. Could work out good for you, get a good deal, try it out. But the thing is, it's a learning process. Tasty learning process, but can be frustrating. Don't stress out over getting that perfect black mirror seasoning. If you're a perfectionist, you know you can only be a perfectionist. This is going to stress you out. You do it wrong, you could get a rusty mess. But the good news, 95% of the time the answer is just clean it, cook, clean, repeat. And you know, I left mine in a messy garage for 3 years, pulled the cover off, still looks pretty darn good. Not because I'm a master or anything like that, but because I just did the basics. Keep it clean, keep it oiled, keep it covered. Then you gotta remember, there's all kinds of fun little toys you can get with this. Griddles aren't exactly cheap and the accessories aren't really either. They're fun, very hard to resist, but are you a necessities type person or a niceties type person? Because it all ties back into question number 1, where are you gonna put it at?
There we have it. 3 questions that hopefully help you decide whether you should or should not get a griddle. Hint, you should. And if you made this decision in the past, comment below what helped you ultimately decide whether you should or should not get a griddle. If you love griddle-related content, food content, all that good stuff, hope you'll consider checking out some of my other videos on the channel. Like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on post notifications, all that good stuff. Really appreciate you watching the video. Like I said, hope it's helpful. Until next time, let's keep cooking.